Chair, I'm delighted to be proposing this motion today at the London Assembly on International Women's Day itself. Colleagues, despite first being introduced over 100 years ago, International Women's Day is needed more than ever. The past year has seen a significant reversal towards the attitudes of women. We now have a misogynist President of the United States, Donald Trump, who has bragged about groping women's private parts. But closer to home, a member of the Women and Equalities Committee in Parliament, Philip Davis MP, a self-styled champion of men's rights, attempted to filibuster, not for the first time, a bill to prevent and combat violence against women and domestic violence. This is at a time where recently colleagues joined me at a seminar where we, the Assembly, were doing our bit in working with frontline staff, teachers, professionals, social workers, everybody at the front line, to bring an end to female genital mutilation. That is happening in our city. It's not taking the children somewhere else. They are being mutilated here. That's what we're talking about, stopping and combating violence against women and young girls. So this year's International Women's Day theme, Be Bold for Change. Well, this follows on from last year's pledge for parity. It's now about putting those pledges into action. It's a call on everyone to make a bold change to create a more inclusive and equal society, to tackle the challenges that women face every single day, to join together to ensure women can reach their full potential. 40 years since the Equal Pay Act was first introduced, women still earn less than men. At the World Economic Forum, a paper there showed that the gender pay gap across the world is now expected to close in the next century. That's how long we've got to wait. Here in London, the gender gap sits at 11.9%, above the average for the UK, which is 9.4%. But I'm glad to say that in London we have a mayor who calls himself a feminist. And I'm going to be watching him be the feminist that he claims he is. I'm going to watch him use his policies to reduce barriers to women by adopting the highest possible standards. I am looking to see that he is committed to fair play, to equal pensions for women, for good working conditions and gender equality, the inequality that women face in the workplace through pay and discrimination. The mayor is in a position to do something about that. I want us to be in a city that can hold its head up and say, we have done the work and we are proud to be a city that women can stand proud and can achieve their potential. There is, though, work to be done in dealing with the stereotypes and unconscious bias which influence how children think and believe and work their way through life. Phrases such as policeman instead of police officer, that is important. Toys being gendered or coloured-coded, that is important. And the lack of female lead characters on TV. I mean, I hope you're all supportive of the opportunity that we may well have shortly of having the first female Doctor Who. You might say that it's sort of like not important, but it is. So just imagine that as a symbol to young women, in the same way that we are proud that we have now got the first female Commissioner of the Police of London. What a signal are we sending out? When you look at, and I'm proud of the GLA, and I've done the work, when you look now at our functional bodies, I'm proud to be able to say that they are all they're all over 50%. That's achievement and more to come. Now, let me just come and bring myself to a close, Chair. I can see the time. I want us on International Day to be bold for change. I want us to work I want us in our work to highlight the inequality that still exists in this day and age in our city. I want us to pledge our support to women everywhere. I want us to be bold, Chair.
Bold.
I want us to stand up for equality. Let us do all we can to enable women to achieve their ambitions and reach their full potential. Today, let's call on the Mayor to work with London's businesses, TfL, MPs, to ensure that London is a city in which women are safe from violence and harassment. Colleagues, let's be bold for change and let's give a shout out for International Women's Day. Thank you very much.